And now a quick word from our sponsor. Anchor. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor. It will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Do it to it. Ladies and gentlemen, we here at the Taters and Rib Show would like to send our thoughts, our prayers, and our deepest sympathies to the families of the lost loved ones, some of the greatest performers that we have lost in the year 2020 already. Most notably the likes of Parka and the great Rocky Johnson. They have given us years and years of blood, sweat, tears, and sacrifice to inspire and entertain us all. And for that, we are eternally grateful. May their memories live on forever, and may they rest in peace. To the lost wrestlers of the year 2020, Taters and Ribs, salute you. Now let's all have a moment with a 10-bell salute. Welcome to the Taters and Rib Show. We're all alright.
You're listening to the Taters and Ribs Show.
And welcome to the Taters and Rib Show. Hey, it's good to be back. How you doing, Tater?
I'm sorry, I didn't finish pouring that brew yet.
Well, it's been a good week in wrestling and been a good month in wrestling and been a tough one too, because there's controversy and death.
Well, controversy and death is going to be around us all the time.
Oh yeah. Well, I will say this. Here's the guys like La Parka and guys like Rocky Johnson and anyone else we've lost. And any wrestler we've lost in my lifetime. Here's to you.
Cheers.
So, the La Parka that we lost wasn't the La Parka that we grew up with from WCW. Apparently, AAA always owned the name or something. I gotta get my facts straight on that. I'm not gonna speak completely. That's why I said apparently. But 20-some years ago, they recreated the character with someone else, and AAA has always owned it. Parka from WCW, and they're saying that he's not going to go by this name. He went by LA Park in MLW, and I don't know. I got to get more into that one, but from what I'm hearing, it's all out of respect, and that's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, because when you told me that Parka had died, I was like, oh no, not the chairman of WCW.
Yeah, I never really got into AAA per se. I've always caught some episodes here or there, and they were always older episodes, and amazing wrestling on the show. Every time I've caught it, Conan has been on it.
Because he's huge in Mexico.
Oh yeah, dude, Conan was like Mexico's Hulk Hogan, dude. He was a god.
Almost on the level of Mil Mascaras.
Oh yeah. Oh, we can't leave out Rocky Johnson, man.
Yeah,
wow.
That was heartbreaking.
What a legend.
I never really watched much into Rocky Johnson's career, or either La Parka for that matter, the one from AAA, but it's still heartbreaking to find out a wrestler's dead.
Well, Rocky Johnson was a little bit before my time, but shoot, so was Harley Race, man. And when I was just getting into wrestling, Harley Race was still around a little, but he was a manager.
Yeah, he was more of a mouthpiece. And that was...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And Harley was more of a mouthpiece to characters like Vader and et cetera, et cetera.
He did a flying headbutt or such on Ric Flair at Super Starrcade 93 when Flair won his first WCW title coming back from the WWF. That was pretty entertaining. But other than that, he was just Vader's handler, man. But yeah, man, I was young, just getting into wrestling, really been a year or two into it when I really learned about guys like that. And of course, I've seen a bunch of their stuff on tapes, but storyline-wise, I was never really into the loop of, their entire careers. Rocky Johnson was more like Rock's dad to our generation.
That generation, Harley Race and Rocky Johnson was all our parents' generation.
Oh, yeah.
Them when they would watch wrestling. I know my dad was a huge Harley Race mark.
Oh, yeah. Oh, who wasn't, man? A lot of people call him the last true NWA champion. Well, the last traveling champion, should I say.
So, yeah, and there's other news going on in the wrestling world, like the remarks Triple H made about Paige, and
something about kids that she didn't know about or something.
Yeah, like really, Paul?
Yeah, man, she had a miscarriage or something, man, and the internet exploded, and at least Triple H was man enough to go online and apologize,
I thought it was something about an abortion.
From what I hear, it was a miscarriage. I'm not drinking to that. But Triple H apologized, man, and I think it was out of poor taste, and he realized it quick.
It's like what else was Triple H involved in? That necrophilia angle?
Yeah, that was an angle, man. This was him making a pretty messed up joke about one of his employees being, the head of the company, pretty much.
Yeah, because he's the head of creative.
COO, and This was like a high stakes media thing, man. People don't like that. Of course, the damn internet explodes anytime anybody misspeaks or says anything messed up, and it's hard to take them seriously, man, really. Oh, a bunch of people were mad on the internet. Happens every day, man. I about go crazy reading wrestling pages on Facebook and Twitter. My Lord, man.
Like people getting all up in arms about Tessa Blanchard. Like, really, who gives a shit?
I'm on the fence about that, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Tessa Blanchard mark.
And then also major news: Liger retiring.
Oh, can't leave that out, man.
It's like I lost a childhood friend. I'm still heartbroken and hurt by it. Like, really, man? Why Liger?
There'll never be another.
He's been wrestling. He's been working for what, 40 years?
Long as I can remember. Hell, he was the opening match on Nitro against Brian Pillman. Hell, he had a match on NXT.
That's probably when New Japan and WWE were talking about doing something.
I don't know, but I know the crowd about lost their shit when Liger came out on NXT.
But allegedly don't AEW and New Japan have something in the works?
I think so, man, because Jericho and Moxley were both over at Wrestle Kingdom. And that'd be badass, man. Let companies like NWA, New Japan, Ring of Honor, AEW work together, have a good working relationship. And check this out. What if once a year they all put on a super show?
Yeah,
with like all four companies, man.
Like ROH and New Japan did with Supercard.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, I think that would be... And eventually take down the one giant.
Yeah, man. Imagine a four-company Supercard with the star power they actually have.
But then you would probably see a lot of matches that have already been done in Japan, like Okada and Omega, and whoever else.
Yeah, but that's in Japan. And then, like, imagine, say, Okada versus Jericho versus Nick Aldis versus, who's the Ring of Honor champion now? Is it PCO?
Yeah, PCO. That PCO would get blown out of the water.
Yeah, but Marty Scurll's booking for him now. By then, he'll probably be champion. He should have won the damn belt in Madison Square Garden.
I thought Marty Scurll was done with Ring of Honor.
He just re-signed, man, and he can work for NWA anytime he wants. He's also the new head booker. So they went all out to get him to stay.
Yeah, because he's a big man. He's pretty much Ring of Honor's biggest attraction, other than, my boy Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Yeah, Marty Scurll, the villain, man. He's number one right now, doing big things. I have no
idea why I'm such a cheeseburger mark.
He's just so goofy, you can't help it.
And he tags with Liger.
Oh yeah.
That's another company that Liger works for, ROH.
Liger's been everywhere, dude.
And he's not going to give up, or he wasn't going to give up until he was physically incapable of competing.
Well, there always comes a time, man. Good Lord, man. He's been doing it so long. Maybe he's just ready to sit at home and,
Or he could be doing something behind the scenes with New Japan.
You never know. Hell, I'm surprised Arn Anderson didn't show up last night. He's been working behind the scenes for the WWE for 20-some years. Now he's on screen again. About that, shit, DDP made his in-ring return in AEW last night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought Arn was in league with AEW now.
He is, man. He's the coach, the manager / coach of the Rhodes Brothers, or the Nightmare Family, actually.
Oh, the Nightmare Collective.
The Nightmare Collective is Cody's wife's group.
Oh, yeah, I haven't followed AEW as much, especially through the holidays and working so damn much.
Freaking DDP at his age handing out cutters coming off the top rope and shit. Dude's in amazing shape.
For being his age.
Oh, dude, he didn't make it big until he was like 40, almost.
Dude, he's in his, 60s now, just about?
Mm-hmm. Good shit, man. That's good shit, pal.
Put it on here, pal. He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. That's another
I got it on here yet.
Draws, drink to him, to puke.
Trying to find it, man. DDP's got a new theme song, and it's actually pretty badass, but it ain't on here yet.
Oh, and this whole Tessa Blanchard thing about her spitting in a black woman's face and calling her the N-word. I'm like, all this is hearsay.
There's been so much about that, man. I don't know what to believe, man. There's another tweet from some other people that said that she called her the N-word first and Tessa called it back during a physical altercation. I don't know, man. It's every time you read a tweet from somebody, it's a different damn story. So tweet. I'm going to be indifferent. If it's true, I'm going to be heartbroken. But right now, Tessa Blanchard's pretty damn good at what she does, and I ain't taking that away from her.
There was something that Booker T said about this whole situation that I'm trying to find so I don't mince any words.
Oh, he said that her being the champion makes a woman division look messed up, or makes the men division look weak or something.
Yeah, and he honestly, he makes sense. He's making sense. He's like, he's not holding his I'm not holding my judgment on it. Big ups to Tessa Blanchard because she's good. She's really good at what she does. But this is the worst idea for Impact Wrestling in the history of the company.
I don't know.
And then he went on to say, because now all men in the company, if they wrestle her and she beats them, it diminishes every guy in the company. I mean, who's the top guy in the company now? I can't see the man, Becky Lynch, wrestling Samoa Joe or Brock Lesnar, Booker T was saying.
But you can see little tiny guys like Rey Mysterio doing it.
Yeah. And he's like, this is the worst idea in the history of wrestling. And he was saying, it makes me question and wonder if somebody tried to blow this thing up on purpose, like somebody said. Let's see how bad we can mess this up.
Well, that should have happened back in the 90s when Undertaker would make lightning crash from the ceiling but wouldn't use it in a match.
Yeah. And he also went on to say, my thing is, if Tessa Blanchard went back and wrestled the women, she should be able to beat all of them. The woman that beats her should be able to go out and beat the men too. The crossover intergender wrestling is something for the independent companies. If they want to be looked at as an indie group, keep doing stuff like this.
Or, and hear me out, maybe everybody's an equal now. Like the little men who fight the big men, it's the same idea as women fighting wrestling men because they're equals.
Yeah, but also if a man in a wrestling match beats a woman so bad, then that makes the man look bad because he's pretty much beating the piss out of a woman.
That's no different than Big Show strapping Rey Mysterio to a stretcher and slamming him against the ring post. Or Brock Lesnar beating the fuck out of Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic.
But Dominic was of age, wasn't he?
Yeah, maybe 18, something like that.
So I'm throwing that one out. But I agree with Booker T. The women should stick to wrestling women, and the men should stick to wrestling men. Because, like I was just said previously, like what he said, if Becky Lynch were to go against Brock Lesnar, how would that fare out?
About the same way as Rey Mysterio going against Brock Lesnar or Kofi going against Brock Lesnar.
But I mean, just the fact that there may be a possibility that he may beat the living tar out of this woman. It's not good.
Well, I'm gonna get a ton of heat for this, but what is Lacey Evans' finishing move? A woman's right, where she punches you with her right hand or something?
I guess.
Equal rights, equal lefts. And there's gonna be a shitstorm on Twitter for that one.
Hey, here's something we could take and talk. We could talk politics.
Don't get me started on that.
Yeah, well, there is pretty big goings on here in the state of Virginia.
Yes, it is, and I know come January 20th, shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show in the Capitol. But Governor Northam is saying, "Oh, I banned guns on Capitol grounds for that day." That's where it starts. I mean, you shouldn't be able to get. Isn't it that you can't carry a firearm into any government building anyway?
Yeah. I think it's any federal building.
I thought it was any government building, whether it be state or federal.
I think on the state level, they have the right to say yay or nay on that, if I ain't mistaken.
But we should consult. We should consult our law offices of Sarah Carnell.
I have a thing here that will tell me that, but I don't have it here. It's here, but it's not on me. Because I am protected by the U.S. Law Shield. Just to make that out there. I'm a strong two-way advocate.
I am too, to be honest. Even though I've never owned a gun in my life, you should be able to protect yours and your own by any means necessary.
That's right.
Whether that be a rifle, a pistol, shotgun, or even a fucking broadsword.
Hell, I'm cool with everyone having tanks.
You know what would solve a lot of this stuff? Bringing back the old-fashioned duel.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, somebody's talking shit. Oh, I challenge you to a duel.
Two consenting adults ought to be able to hash it out that way without someone getting in trouble.
Yeah. Two consenting adults should be able to have a trial by combat, and the loser should just book it like a loser leave town.
There you go.
It's like, yeah, you lose, get the fuck on. Mind your business, shut up. I won.
Loser leave town match should be the law everywhere.
That's how the governor's race should be decided. In a steel cage.
Damn right. Hell
Same thing for
in a cell.
Same thing for the presidential election. It should be decided in a cage. You can have as many terms as you want, because eventually you're going to lose.
Oh, yeah. Happened to Ronda Rousey. Happened to Brock Lesnar.
Happened to Goldberg. And I read somewhere that Goldberg wanted Bobby Eaton to end his streak.
Sounds like bullshit to me, but okay.
I mean, it came from Jim Cornette's mouth.
Sounds like bullshit to me, but okay.
Sounds like bullshit to me. Like, you smell that?
Smells like Tessa Blanchard took all the heat off of Jim Cornette. Goddamn, motherfucker. Ah.
And all Jim did was tell a 30-year-old joke about starvation.
Yeah, an Ethiopia, motherfucker. Give me an aneurysm. Ah.
I mean, he's just saying how tough Trevor Murdoch was.
Yeah, but it's the year 2020, or the year 2019 when that happened, and it's the age of the SJW.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ashamed to say that I'm a millennial, but I'm not as pussyfooted or pussy-hearted.
Yeah, I mean, I may not agree with everything everybody says, but I'm not gonna call for their damn careers to be ended over a fucking rude ass joke, just because I was offended by something.
Yeah, that's like I've called this the pussification of America.
Oh yeah.
And it's been going on ever since, honestly, I could say Reagan, since Reagan was in office. I wasn't even alive when Reagan was president.
I was for about a year or so.
Wait, the election was 86, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's with Daddy Bush. So yeah, I was alive for almost a year of Reagan's presidency. So I don't remember jack shit. But it just seemed like everything declined after Reagan, and I'll even go before that, since the end of the Vietnam War.
Yeah, well, probably, I would say since the 60s, man. And I used to, when I was younger, I was all with the flower tree-hugging hippies of the 60s, man. And their music and their way of life and their thoughts. The hippies of them are not the same people as the hippies of today, man. Nah, let's not even get into that. I'm gonna get all worked up.
Nah, cut a promo.
Let's not, man. I'm gonna say something I regret.
Hey, any heat is good publicity.
If I can find this row, I'll get me some heat. Well, talk about getting heat. There's an ad here. This will get me some heat. Because everybody hates her today. Hey, to all our fans, diamonds are forever.
Diamonds, that'll shut her up.
The cripple stool is the Cadillac of the pooping stool. Hey, guns don't kill people. Husbands that come home early do.
Like I tell my significant other all the time. If I come home early and I see you in bed with another man, I'm killing you both.
Yeah, Japanese death match.
Oh, that's my area of expertise, but the female wouldn't be involved.
I've had a few fun nights that ended that way.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
I got more kids than someone my age. I'll just put it like that.
Probably something you don't even know about. Oh, that was too soon, and that was way too dark.
You know, the man with 3 H's is gonna be mad about that.
The man with 3 H's.
Yeah, man with 3 H's.
Yeah, and this whole impeachment shit going on, it's a complete and utter farce.
Nothing surprises me anymore, though.
Like that old dried up leather handbag, Nancy Pelosi, and all those fucking pens. Like, I don't get that.
Yeah.
And she seemed like she was a kid in a candy store.
Let's just go back to the deathmatch thing.
Okay. Yeah, subject change. So that's
Let's put some of these politicians in the ring with John Moxley.
Not even John Moxley. Abdullah Kobayashi. The Japanese Abdullah the Butcher. Yeah, let's put him in the ring with Abby.
Gotta be a Japanese death match. Oh my lordy.
What?
Just here we are cutting promos on politicians.
Yeah, me calling Nancy Pelosi a dried up leather handbag. I can't stand her.
Well, Cory Booker, let me tell you something, brother. Oh, that was dark. I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to hell. To everyone listening, I apologize for that. No, I don't.
I apologize. Bless them starving pygmies in Ethiopia.
Don't be riding a bicycle. Oh, damn it, Jim Cornette, you done got us in trouble. Fucking Jim Cornette.
Don't be riding a motor scooter through Ethiopia with a bucket of chicken strapped to your back.
Dear Jim Cornette, say something stupid again to take the heat off of us. We're really pushing it on this episode. And Brian laughed. Yeah, you too.
I do have a question for you, though.
Oh, hold that thought. And now a word from another sponsor. Turf Unlimited, LLC. Serving the Martinsville, Henry County area. Now's the time to be thinking about your lawn over the winter. Do you want it to stay dormant? Or would you like it to stay green and healthy during this cold season? Now's the time to be thinking about Winterizer. We start our applications mid-November through December. You can contact us at facebook.com/Turf Unlimited, Turf Unlimited LLC at gmail.com, or give us a call, 276-226-3829. Turf Unlimited, there for all your lawn and garden needs. And go ahead.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Oh, shit.
How big is Batista's dick? And that's the silence I was waiting for. I guess that's how big, 12 ounces.
Ask Dana Brooke.
see if she's on Twitter.
Do the tweeter bots.
The Twitter machine.
I actually gotta find my Twitter, and I'm using my main phone for this. It's fun doing this kind of shit while you're recording.
Yeah.
Look right on Twitter. Dana. Hold on. Dana Brooke. WWE. Did you hear R-Truth's promo with Brock Lesnar?
No, I didn't.
Man, he's the mayor of Sioux Falls City. He got in there, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is because it's one of the top few tweets on Dana Brooke's Twitter feed. And man, Lesnar broke character. He couldn't help but laugh the whole damn time. Heyman, being the professional he is, almost saved it, but he couldn't do but so much. Let me see. Can you hear that?
Flying over that top rope, Paul Heyman.
He thought Paul Heyman was in the Royal Rumble. You can't see it, but Lesnar's about dying now. R-Truth is the fucking man. Oh, losing signal. Screw it. There we go.
Look at here, bonkhead. I'm not in the Royal Rumble match. You step into the Royal Rumble match, you're going face to face with Brock Lesnar. Wait a minute. So you're not in it? No, I'm not in it.
Man, I tell you, man, Truth is hysterical, man. They need to give him a good title run. Better than this 24/7 crap.
Man, he's just going to stick to the comedy stuff.
Okay. My bad. For the first time ever, the 24/7, 48/7, 7-Eleven, I-95 South, and Kentucky European TV champion is officially declaring the Royal Rumble match. He's out already.
Lesnar about fell over the ropes laughing at that shit.
Listening to you, Paul. You talk a lot.
Come on, Paul, you talk a lot. That fucking Lesnar just fell over, man. That reminds me when frickin' Goldust was in the ring with Ric Flair and Triple H doing his stuttering gimmick. I know you remember that shit, man. Comedy's just great in wrestling.
Yeah, but it comes to a point to where it's too much.
Truth and Goldust were great at it. There's some that are just silly.
It's like it's just too much.
I got a new subject for you. Let's see if I can find it. I'll see if I can play this song. And what do you think I'm getting ready to bring up, man?
I don't know.
Well, drop and give me 20, maggot.
Not actually being a Marine.
He wasn't, man, and we all know that. He's admitted it many times on shoot interviews. But I guess he did live the kayfabe life up until recently. I mean, them old school guys, they don't know any better but to live kayfabe in and out of the ring. I ain't mad at him if he did, man. I would be anybody else in the world for stolen valor, but Up until, shoot, like 2000 and whenever he did his biker gimmick, Undertaker even wore black everywhere he went. But with Sergeant Slaughter not being a Marine, are you telling me Val Venus wasn't a porn star?
Are you telling me that Paul Bearer wasn't an actual mortician?
The Undertaker's alive?
But wait, Paul Bearer actually was a mortician.
Oh, he sure was. Are you telling me Paul Heyman's not a Jew? Oh yeah, he really is. So put on your yarmulke. It's time for a Hanukkah. Get your friend Veronica and smoke that marijuana.
Well, we're running the gambit with people working tonight.
Wait, man.
So you mean to tell me? So you mean to tell me that Kane's not actually Undertaker's brother?
Was Kamala not really a Ugandan giant?
Was he Paco actually not a genius?
No, Piper was a genius. Was the Ultimate Warrior not a warrior?
Technically, he changed his name to Warrior.
Well, technically, you got me on a technicality. Wait. Was the giant actually not Andre's son? Was Shawn Michaels not really a sexy boy?
Was Bret Hart actually a hitman?
Was Barry Darso not really a repo man?
Was the gobbledygooker an actual turkey?
He might have been a jive turkey. They should have brought out Slick with him instead of Mean Gene.
Was Slick? You mean to tell me Slick wasn't an actual pimp?
That reminds me of on N64 or No Mercy when the Godfather came out to the ring. It said Godfather with hoe. Was Ray Traylor not a corrections officer?
I have to check this article. It's an article from TMZ that says a deaf man sued Pornhub over lack of captions in videos.
I don't know if he wants to do that. Have you ever watched wrestling with the captions on?
No, because I know better.
Good God, man. They're like 2 minutes behind and they're still wrong. You know what we need for this show? Remember the old Bud Light commercials with Real Men of Genius?
Yeah.
Real Men of Genius. And then we talk about something totally fucking stupid. Like,
You mean to tell me that JR's barbecue sauce isn't delicious?
no, it's fucking delicious, and I got some. Was Mr. Perfect actually perfect?
You mean the honky tonk man wasn't really Elvis?
Was Goldust really gold? Was freaking the Macho Man really macho? Is Bray Wyatt really a fiend?
You mean Gorilla Monsoon wasn't an actual gorilla? Ivan Koloff wasn't really Russian?
Nikita wasn't, for sure. Was Rick Martel really a model?
You mean the Iron Sheik wasn't really made out of iron?
He was Iranian.
I wonder what he feels about this whole Iran situation.
Well, according to my calculations, the war between Iran and the United States really started in 1984 when the Iron Sheik took on Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, number one.
He break jabroni leg. No from Mr. Van Gagne. Me loyal to Mr. McMahon.
It's like breaking your hand that feeds you. I am a real Shia Muslim. We need to book him on the show.
That would be amazing. Just imagine the comedy.
All I would have to mention is Brian Blair and the Macho Man Randy Savage. All we would hear is you big fat Jew, you know what?
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius. Real Men of Genius. Today we salute you, Mr. All-You-Can-Eat Buffet Inventor. Mr.
Iron Sheik, Real Men of Genius. Today we salute you.
Real Men of Genius.
Mr. Break their leg and fuck them in the butt, old country style. Real Men of Genius.
I put him in the camel clutch, break his back, then fuck his ass.
He made a good comeback in the 2000s on Jerry Springer and shit like that when he couldn't wrestle no more, but he sure was an internet star.
Yeah, especially on his bits with Howard Stern.
My God, man.
Real Man of Genius. Today we salute you.
WrestleMania 3, the match. What was it like?
Let's see. Iron Sheik goes nuts. What do we got here?
93,000 people, no organization,
It don't have a year on here or nothing.
otherwise was ready to do it to him, all country way, make him humble, suplex him, put him in a camel clutch, break his back, and then fuck his ass, make him humble to hear the spot out of it. And I didn't do it because for God and Jesus and Mr. McMahon. Brembler, you are no good. You are worse than Michael Jackson. I never respect vegan. And then he was lucky to the big man American.
Mr. Fuck his ass, old country style.
You was lucky, punk. I didn't bring you back to fuck your ass, make you humble. And he was lucky. I had Sir Jim Duggan come save him, and I didn't break his back. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm a shooter. You're a punk. I respect your partner, Jim Brunson. I never respect the gay. I never respect the fag. You are worse than Hulk
Oh,
Hogan.
God.
And you're lucky I didn't break your back, and I had to come save you.
Sheik is
That was a
hardcore,
great
man. He don't give a shit.
to wrestling 93,000 people, and you was so lucky to the hacksaw come save you before I break your back and I do all country way to make you humble. Besides that, everything was great.
And let's not forget he won the fucking gimmick battle royal at WrestleMania 17. You know why he won that, right?
Why?
Because he couldn't go over the rope. Literally. And Sergeant Slaughter got in and got the camel clutch on him and made everything right. But yeah, that was an amazing match. I don't give a shit how cheesy it was. It had fucking Mean Gene Okerlund and Bobby the Brain Heenan on commentary. Jim Cornette and Brother Love got to rumbling in the corner. It had Duke the Dumpster Droese. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, man. I seen that. There is lots of fucked up stuff on here. We going back to the Iron Sheik?
Yeah, we could do a whole episode on the Iron Sheik. And then split out.
This one's pretty long. I'm just gonna fast forward it to the... play a little bit of it. Iron Sheik responds to Macho Man Randy Savage on the Howard Stern shit. I'm not getting very good signal. Give it a minute, man. How about, I like to see Iron Sheik get on videos again. And, talk about, I like to see him do a podcast and just talk about current events in wrestling in his way. That's obviously a fake Randy Savage, but
yeah. I like how Howard Stern loves to set him off.
Cheeky baby.
I'm a mad traveler here. Try not to show you my tenant's cock to fuck your fucking ass. You are not good to probably do, son of a bitch. Fuck you, Randy Savage.
Holy shit. Sheik going off, boy.
You're nothing but a curry and toast smelling.
Well, to the Iron Sheik, we challenge you. We challenge you to come on our episode and talk to us. I bet you don't have the guts.
If anybody wants to laugh, just look at Iron Sheik's Twitter.
But for real, man, I'm trying to get some more indie guys on here. I've talked to a few. We just got to set it up. We had them set up before the damn holidays hit. Then we had to take a hiatus due to traveling and stuff like that. We just ain't able to record. And then there's a few more I got in mind, and things are gonna get back to the way they were. Taters and Rebs is back. Jack.
Another good idea would be the Honky Tonk Man, if we could afford him.
Well, he's a WWE Hall of Famer now. I'm sure his price tag went up.
Yeah, quite a bit. Isn't the Sheik in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Sheik would probably just do it for a 12-pack of beer and some weed.
You know who would be awesome would be Tony Schiavone.
Yeah, we can't afford him.
No, he's worth $19 million, man. He's making that con money and that Conrad money.
He's making that A-Rab money.
Oh, me and Taters, we respect the hell out of Conrad Thompson and all he does, and we're not trying to ever compete. We're just having fun, man.
Yeah, tell them how you really feel. Fuck them and see them fish head.
Who?
I don't know. Anybody.
Let's get Conrad Thompson as a guest. The invitation is out there, buddy.
I still want to challenge Leap and Randy Poffo to a wrestling match.
He was on Dynamite last week and Dark. They done an amazing fucking tribute to the legends of Memphis wrestling. I dug the hell out of that, and I about fell into tears when they did their 10-bell salute and their little tribute package to Randy Savage and Brian Christopher and a few others.
Did Dusty wrestle in Memphis?
I don't think so. If he did, it was a one-off or so. He wasn't mentioned, and he would be if it was, it's Cody Rhodes and Cody's business, man,
Yeah, but what about, did they mention Lawler at all?
Oh, they mentioned Lawler a bunch, but they didn't show his image or anything, I guess for legal issues. You can't talk about Memphis wrestling and not mention Lawler, at least mention him.
Yeah. Because he was the king in Memphis.
He's the reason Savage left, actually, storyline-wise, because Savage lost a Loser League title match to Lawler. But then he went on to the WWF, and you know where it went from there.
Yeah. The Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, your mustache is crooked.
Ooh, yeah.
The cream right to the top.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Have you seen the Savage size Slim Jims at the Sheep?
No, but I heard about them.
They're like as big around as maybe a nickel.
I heard they're using his image again.
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a fact, Jack.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Uh-huh. Pritchard does an amazing Savage impersonation.
Yeah, you leave brother love out of there.
Well, I've had 3 kids graduate from preschool already, and each time they played the Pomp and Circumstances theme for them. I always try to get them to do the little finger twirl and turn around, but they won't do it.
I remember when they played Pomp and Circumstance for my 6th grade graduation.
Right?
I thought Macho Man too, but
you can't hear that without thinking Macho Man.
But my mom was like, you better not do anything Macho Man.
I would have done it. Like, I wouldn't care the consequences.
Oh yeah, the cream of the crop.
Hold the phones. Yeah. What up, Mach?
Oh yeah.
Oh, have you heard, Alright, dude, I'm gonna do this one. I got this. You gotta hear this, man. You probably heard it. A lot of people don't know exists. Give me just a second.
You're listening to the Taters and Ribs Show.
Have you heard this?
I can barely hear it.
Randy Savage rapping.
Oh yeah, I've heard his rap album.
Be a man, Hulk. Oh damn, man! Don't pass out on me yet. Final thoughts. I got a big surprise coming up for the show, and it's gonna be a real inspiring show. So my final thoughts are: don't take any of the jokes we made. It's all in jest. Don't take nothing serious. We're just a couple of fools having a good time and not meaning any harm to nobody.
Take everything with a grain of salt.
We talked a few politics a little bit, but that's the rarity. We don't really do that here. We're just getting back into the swing of things, and I still ain't mad at Tessa Blanchard, but I got my own reasons for that. I'm a mark.
There's just a lot going on, and something needs to be said about that.
What's that?
The whole politics thing, and
yeah, man, politics in the state of Virginia. I'm just gonna put this out there, man. Things are gonna get really, really crazy in the next few days, and I don't know where to go past that, man. We'll just have to play it out and see how it goes.
Yeah, Monday is gonna be a shit show.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, man, in all serious, our deepest thoughts and prayers go out to the families of La Parka, Rocky Johnson, and everyone else we lost this year already.
And to that, we salute you. You are the real men of genius.
Yes, sir. And Taters and Ribs will be back next week with even more surprises. And we just hope you loved hearing us come back and shoot the shit and have a good time.
Yeah, that's always a pleasure.
And we're going to get off here before Taters passes out on us. I'll leave this with a Rocky Johnson theme song here. Taters and Ribs out. Next time.